Louisiana beer reviews, Bloom. Parish Brewing Company's Bloom. And there's also a double dry hop Bloom, but I've not seen that around. Bought this at Mathern's. Not the freshest bottle, not super old either, not the freshest, but Parish beers these days, they tend to sit around in the shelves for a long time. 5 years ago, it'd be sold out in 3 hours. People calling, do you have this? Do you have that? At different stores now, it's like, oh, all right. I think we're all familiar with that happening. 7% alcohol, IBUs not listed. It's a seasonal springtime beer. Introduced in 2016. They use Simcoe and Nugget hops, but it's strange because the website, it lists different hops that it's like there's a conflict. So when I post the website link, you can see that. It's like, what is it? Anyway, it gets a world-class score on Beer Advocate, 95 out of 100. 93 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 78 in the style, which is strange. Like, fabulous. It's a fabulous ale. In the style, it's average. Hazy IPA. 81 on Untapped. Very high for Untapped. Very high. Never before had it. It was $3.49. $3.49 for one bottle. I saw KBS, singles of KBS Espresso, 12% at Dorgnac's. $6.99 for a single. I had paid that price for some St. Arnold Fancy Pants stouts, and the last one I had, I said, I'm paying too much for these. Half the time they're not even that good, so I'm not buying. I'm not paying $6.99 for a single of KBS Espresso. I know what espresso tastes like. I know what KBS tastes like. If I found it for $4.99, I'd buy it, but there's just a point where I'm not going over. Let's check this. Whoa, look at this. In a narrower brim glass would be a thicker head, but it's a medium. It would be a medium white head. And a milky color is that? Ecro, like a yellow, whitish yellow, like a linen. That's all it is. Okay, bubbles. Yeah, there's some bubbles here and there all around the edges for sure, and I see some rising bubbles, so it's carbonated, pretty well carbonated. The nose, it smells like white bread crust. You say, oh, that again, huh? Yeah, well, that's kind of a common characteristic of beer, ale or lager. Cereal grain product, malted grain product, they tend to have a common character. And it's sort of like some juiciness and lupulin powder, which is like the hop pulp powder. All right. Taste. I don't know the IBUs, but probably around 60. I wouldn't go higher than that. It's sugary sweet in a way. The IPAs tend to be that way. There's the white wheat bread flavor. Do they also use wheat in this? This I do not know. I wouldn't be totally shocked if I found out they did. Bitterness is there. It's not intense. It might build. Heavy-bodied beer, fluffy mouthfeel, cottony mouthfeel almost. I tipped over to the dry side finish, like it's 55 dry, 45 sweet. but into the dry. It's not like some of these that'll just taste like straight up batter or powder or paste, some kind of paste. Like the lupulin powder will look like paste. It might have that at the bottom. Definitely cake sediment. So it's going to thicken up. I think it will have that character. The double dry hop be interesting if I see it for a decent price. I don't know about these kind of beers, tell you the truth. I'm not saying it's bad. It isn't bad. I don't know about this world-class stuff, though. 95 to me is just most excellent anyway. I say world-class to be above 100. You say, how can a beer be above 100? There are some out there. They're better than perfect. They get bonus points. If I had this super fresh, like a week or two old, might have a little more exuberance to it, but I don't think it would be much more because these are made to be kind of like a mimosa type thing. And I read reviews and people be, it's so juicy, it's like fruit juice. Guess you could just get some fruit juice. If you have to have alcohol, if you have some kind of like drinking habit and you can't make it through the day without alcohol, well, you know, you could buy fruit juice and add vodka, something like that, I guess. To me, they're all just sort of bland and limp-wristed. Some people get extremely angry with me when I say that. I'm just commenting on the beer. I'm just calling it as I'm preaching my own sermon. Because what do I tell people? They'll say, oh, I don't want to say this. They'll tell me that when we're doing a beer review or something. I say, what are you talking about? Call it as you see it. That's the part that has to be in play for it to be a genuine review. Not, oh, well, I don't want to say anything because it might sound bad on camera. And I've had people tell me that off camera. Oh, I was going to say worse about it, but I didn't want to stir controversy. I say, no. This is a grown-up channel. It's not a little baby. It's not baby cry beer reviews. And there are a lot of baby cry beer reviews and viewers and whatnot. On some channels, maybe not on this channel, you know. We got grown-ups on this channel mostly watching. But it's not a lot happening. Just kind of basic. Cold. It's cold. It's liquid. I'm drinking it. I'm enjoying the beer experience. But then, I mean, I could go to Martin Wine Cellar and get a 6-pack of Genesee Cream Ale. That would be just as refreshing and enjoyable, and maybe more so. Or Pabst Blue Ribbon. Of course, Pabst Blue Ribbon has that kind of drying aspect that actually doesn't bother me. Anyway, and it's a lager, and then, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want you to think I have an unfavorable view of this beer. I do not. I have an unfavorable view of paying $3.49 for this experience when I can pay. You know what I'm saying? $1.99 for a 25.4 ounce oil can of certain ales. Getting way more beer, and it's really, in my opinion, a better product. You say you're getting banned, you're going to get banned from the beer drinker community, or be an outcast. That's okay. I don't mind. And I'll say I'm looking for that. I'm not trying to be a you know what I'm saying, trying to be I can't remember the word, a maker of controversy. Contentious, like say. No, I just, when you do a product like this that's under adulation and beloved, then you run, people get really wound up. But then a lot of people, they drink beer and it's their religion. If beer is your religion, or whiskey or wine, then it's a problem because people can't objectively evaluate it without you flipping out. Beer is not my religion. I have no special attachment to any of the brands, in fact. It's just a product, a consumer product. That's the way I view it. It's a consumer product. I drink it and I say, this is what I think about the product. And then I go to the next product and then the next one. So whether it's local like this, well, 100 miles west of here, but basically local, or from Taiwan, I'm going to grade it. Whether they have politics that I like, or the company has politics I hate, or it's a huge company, or it's a nano brewery, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm rating the beer in the glass, not the company. It's good. I can't say it is a good beer, but then that's not saying much because most of the beer on the market is good, from my experience, regardless of price. Just different levels of good and then different levels of excellent. For the great vast majority, I scored a B. I mean, it's good. I'll give it a B. I think it's a good beer. Good beer. It's good beer. 84 out of 100. Good. It's good beer. I drink it for $7.99 a six-pack. I drink it. Like you say, well, that's what Killian's Irish Red Lager is, $7.99 a six-pack. Yeah, it's a good beer. Actually, it's more into excellent. But anyway, that's another story. Another time, another place. Yeah, all right, great. It's great. Havana's great. So, ladies and bon temps relay, I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all, go to Brewed, Louisiana, and tour the Parish Brewing Company Brewery.